You take one puff. You think it's just a moment to breathe, a quick break, or a way to relax. But at that exact millisecond, a chaotic chemical reaction is triggering across your entire body. We aren't talking about the long-term effects you hear about on the news. We are talking about what happens right now, inside your bloodstream, your heart, and your brain. The journey starts the moment the smoke passes your lips. As you inhale, you are pulling in vaporized gases that are burning at over 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. By the time it hits the back of your throat, it cools down, but it brings along thousands of chemical compounds. It coats your throat and vocal cords with a microlayer of tar, immediately triggering your body's defense mechanisms. But your body is about to be completely bypassed by one very specific, very fast molecule. Within exactly 10 seconds of that first inhalation, nicotine hits your brain. It doesn't take a minute, it takes seconds. Nicotine is an incredibly efficient chemical. It crosses the blood-brain barrier, a strict security system meant to keep toxins out of your brain, with zero resistance. Once inside, it acts like a master hacker. It binds to specialized receptors and forces your neurons to fire. Immediately, it releases a massive flood of dopamine, the reward chemical that makes you feel good, and a sharp spike of adrenaline. This is why that first hit feels like a rush. Your brain is literally being tricked into thinking something fantastic just happened. At the exact same time, that adrenaline shoots a message down your spinal cord to your heart. Because of that adrenaline spike, your blood pressure shoots up. Your heart rate increases by 10 to 20 beats per minute almost instantly. Nicotine is a powerful stimulant, so it's essentially telling your heart to work overtime. But here is the crazy part. While your heart is pumping faster to deliver more blood and oxygen to your body is suddenly running out of oxygen. How? Because of carbon monoxide. When you burn anything, carbon monoxide is created. As this gas enters your blood, a biological battle begins. Your red blood cells actually prefer carbon monoxide over oxygen. In fact, they bind to it 200 times more tightly. So, as your heart pumps frantically, the fuel your cells desperately need is being crowded out. You are literally forcing your cardiovascular system to run a marathon on a dying battery. At the 20-minute mark, your blood pressure finally begins to stabilize. But the unseen chemistry experiment is still running. You see, the liver is now going into overdrive. It has detected foreign chemicals, things like formaldehyde, arsenic, and benzene, and it is frantically trying to filter them out of your blood. By the 2-hour mark, the dopamine rush in your brain has completely faded. This is where the trap snaps shut. As the dopamine levels drop back to normal, and then dip slightly below normal, your brain sends out a subtle distress signal. You might feel a tiny bit irritable, a little anxious, or just mildly distracted. Your brain is realizing the artificial high is gone, and it wants it back. This chemical craving is the foundation of the habit. Now, let's fast forward. What happens if you stop? At the 12-hour mark, the carbon monoxide levels in your blood finally drop back to normal. Oxygen is properly flowing to your organs again. At 24 hours, something fascinating happens. Inside your airways, you have tiny, hair-like structures called cilia. Smoking literally paralyzes them, laying them flat. But after a full day without smoke, they wake up. They start moving again, sweeping back and forth like brooms, trying to clear out the mucus and debris accumulated in your lungs. This is the exact reason why people actually cough more the day after they stop. It's not that they're getting sicker, it's that their lungs are finally allowed to do their job again. By the 72-hour mark, 3 full days later, the nicotine is completely out of your system. Every single trace of it is gone. Your bronchial tubes, the main airways to your lungs, begin to relax. The chest tightness fades, and breathing literally becomes easier. Your energy levels start to rise because your body is no longer fighting a lack of oxygen. Human biology is incredibly resilient, but it takes time to recalibrate. The rush of smoking is just a temporary override of your body's natural chemistry. Understanding that, seeing the actual mechanism behind the habit, is the first step to understanding your own biology. It's not just about what chemicals do to you, it's about the massive, restorative power your body has to reset itself the moment you let it. If you found this biological breakdown interesting and want to know how your body works on the inside, hit that like button and subscribe. We're diving deeper into the science of the human body every week. What topic should we look at next? Drop it in the comments below.